And it's... Yeah. Hello, everyone. How are we? Just, put up some streams a sec. Oh, there we go. Wonderful. Okay. Nearly that. Cool. We're live, I think. How are we doing, guys? You okay? So I'm here up again in the crow's nest. Well, that I got the gang are downstairs watching funny animal clips. Tammy and Leku, shall I do a bit of blendering today? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, guys. I'm gonna do a little bit of an audio test a sec, just to make sure I'm coming through. Okay, bear with me. Fella. Oh my god, I just looked at some of my hashtags on Twitch. Like, I need to redo those, that's crazy. Okay, I think we're coming through okay. Can we get a thumbs up from anyone watching? That would be cool. Thank you very much, guys. Okay. Right, well, we're live. Hooray. Just put that stuff there. Have a sip of some Pepsi Max. The man. Then we're going to... So, bear with me. Can we move that down to here? And here. I'm just gonna serve up. I'm gonna bring up the NDI sauce in just a moment. Let's get that configured. Before I do that. Anyway, how are we all today, guys? We okay? We are here in the afterglow, of course. Just hear the walk over here, so I've had some fun today with light baking of all things. Or rather, very much this afternoon. I had a go at it yesterday, actually. It didn't turn out too well. I think I worked out what I was doing wrong. And... Oh. Wait, is that a... Hang on. Ooh. Oh, that's fun. Need to bring this down a bit. Slap it, guys. Or hope this... Well... That should be right. Oh, great, that's really... PO has actually popped up now, wonderful. I didn't even have to do anything. So, right, welcome. We're just gonna fiddle around with Blender in the background. I'm actually on my MetaQuest Pro today, so it's probably not suitable to be, streaming, so I have to lift the headset up a bit while I do this. So, let's have a go then, guys. So, every time I run through all these sketches, it sort of solidifies whether or not I'm gonna build like this or not, so they once again just bring this out. We're gonna turn on this feature here, okay? Pull that just up to there. And then we're gonna pull this. This is not good for my neck to be peeking under the headset. How is everyone today anyway? You okay? Let's turn around a little just so you can see the TV behind me. You can see all the crazy stuff they're watching downstairs. I've got a screen up here as well. So... Oh, to make sure we're locked on that, so if I say G... Secret to it here. Yeah, I think that's probably about right. Okay. And then if we, I do some videos tonight, so it'll only be a very short video, it's inside. And can. So we're gonna sort of build on what we were doing yesterday, right? We're gonna... So we're gonna F3, we're gonna bevel. The edges, okay? Ooh. And I bevel the bottom edges too, I just get the feeling I want to do just that. 3. Bevel. Oh, we're gonna take that in by 1 seems like a bit too much of a stretch, to be honest. Well, no. I mean, might make sense in just a moment. So now if I, inset, I say 0.2, now 0.3, 4, what's that, 0.5? Sure, that seems legit. Let's do that, okay? And then, we're gonna extrude it, like a minus 0 points, I don't know, 2? Sure, makes sense. To ourselves at quite a nice little platform here. By the way, anyone watching, please feel free to chat. I am friendly. I do talk back. This is obviously live. Oh, gosh. No, it's Ginger Cat on the TV. How nice. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very, very tidy. You need to go out and get some food as well, so it's not going to be a long stream. I'll probably cut it off in around another half hour or so. Maybe we'll take a wander downstairs and say hello to the guys. In fact, should we do that now? Yeah, let's do that now. Okay. So I'm actually going to use my fast travel points to get downstairs quickly. Come on, let's follow me. We'll go and say hello to the guys. They're currently in the basement right now, just watching vids. So, here we go. Oh, actually, we can jump down the stairwell. That's always a fun thing to do. It's fun. We don't break legs here in the Massivus, so we're okay to do this. That's fun. So I'm just gonna wind through here and say hello to the guys. Oh, hello. Oh, did the others leave? Like there's Ophelia just here. Yeah. Sat here on top of the fish tank, and then you hello. Okay, I'm gonna disappear upstairs again for a bit just to so I'm not talking across everything. Like yeah. So if we just make our way up here. And we're gonna fast travel because I don't fancy running upstairs again. There we go. And I think this is a nice place to go actually. It's kind of red. But the views out here are brilliant. Look at this. You can see the whole place. Very cool. Yeah. Wonderful. So how has everyone's day been today? Oh yeah. Let's have a little sit down, shall we? There we go. Perfect. So I can sort of bring myself up just a little bit here, you see? Yeah. That should be okay. Perfect, okay. Wonderful, so Clyde's just entered the room, which is cool. So we're just gonna sort of sit here and carry on talking to the camera, as it were. Right. So that's quite a nice sort of base plate. And that in itself actually is a great object, so I can call it like main hall and score. So now what I probably should have done before manipulating this is baking it, but Honestly, it's fine. Whoa. I am quite hungry, actually. Though if anyone watching is not following me, please do. And hit that follow button or subscribe or what have you. All good. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say origin to geometry that just centers this now. So if I were to duplicate this, Shift D, I can actually rotate that on the y-axis to 180 degrees. And that allows me to then bring... Oh, wait a second. I did something very wrong there. So... Okay. Rotate that on the x-axis to 180 degrees. There you go, that's now. Post them up here. Just like so. So that could be a fun roof, and then I can cut extra holes in that geometry as well, which is lovely. Oh, it's a thing come up to say I can't be on this on multiple devices below. Of course not. So what I'm going to do here as well, as I'm probably going to Control P this. Just hold that. Is it Control P? Select either 1 or 3 verses to paint to. Is it Alt P? Just P? Oh yeah, it's just P. So you just have to press P, nothing fancy. And it allows you to separate by selection, which now creates a separate part of this look. So I've just basically sliced this thing out. At least that's all I had. I've got proportionality turned on, that's where that happened. Reach that again, there you go. So you can actually see I've got the interior there and I've just sliced the floor away. So if I just, oh gosh. Okay. Let me just move the chat screen out of the way, so that's giving me some issues here. My love, looky, that works. So now I can just grab that without it getting in the way of anything. Cool. I love the fireworks in here, and I just move around here so you can see them. Super cool. Okay. Might receive actually. Oh, we don't mind. No, we're up to 9 viewers now, so I'll feel awake. I'm just very tired today. I can see myself having a nap tonight actually. If I go out and get some dinner, I've already got enough veg in the house actually to eat. Maybe I should just do that. But yeah. Okay. So having this geometry now, I should be able to do things like let's move that outwards so I don't have to see it. It's just, let's hide that completely. Okay. So there's a slice tool in here, so we'll have a go with that. Maybe. That's the right thing to do. So you got a knife tool here. Oh, hello. Who's that? Oh, hello. How you doing, mate? We're all over in the Afterglow right now, so feel free to join us. So as you can see, I'm doing a live stream. Everyone else is downstairs. But hello, I hope your day's going well. Okay, so just Dennis sort of oh, I am not sure how well that worked. Yeah, well, what I can do now is I can basically extrude that pattern downwards a little bit, like so. Ooh, that didn't enjoy it, did it? So if I say G and then Z, now if I try pulling that down, oh. Wow, that's not it at all. Sorry, E and then Z, and then grab it. Yeah, wonderful. Nice. Just create a sort of a free-form call here. Now I'm gonna just say smooth shade. Nice, okay. You've created sort of a pool here. It's a bit crap, but you know, it is what it is. Probably be better to do the different kind of cut action. Let's tee that back. I'm not a fan of that. That was terrible. I didn't mean to pinch his beer last night. Well, that's okay, I guess. So, okay. So if I say curves, circle. So we're gonna basically grab the circle, plonk him here. We're gonna zoom up on him, alright? And then we're gonna say let's scale it, right? Okay. My tongue extrude off that. I can't because it's not a mesh. Well, that's okay, but listen what I can do. Is I can sort of, create some pretty nice, smoother geometry. You know. Yeah. That's a funny shaped thing, isn't it? Looks like a bean. And then I guess I can convert this to a, the 3. Convert that, say mesh. Fed random thing on my keyboard, that was strange. So I can't spell mesh, of course, but your object convert mesh, and now that is turned into a mesh, it's less malleable. But I wonder, can I extrude that upwards? Can I just make a face? I can, so just turn that into a face. Now if I select that, can I? No. I can. Look at that, guys. Okay, so we've got ourselves a nice sort of bean-shaped pool. Cow fan. Well. And then we're gonna move this over to sort of here. Okay. And then we're gonna sort of G and I tell you I will do actually, because this does impact when I use this as a Boolean cut tool. So I'm not actually sure it's the best way to do this, but we're gonna do it anyway. So shade, smooth. I had to update the old Horizon world earlier. Oh, the app was it? Okay, cool. All right, so if I just pull this down a sec so you can see. Yeah. Great. Okay, I think that's all right. Now I'm going to try. Is there a technique for pushing an object into another object without making it a true, like, Boolean cat? I think. Add modifier. I mean, I could work with that actually. Yeah, I'm gonna work with that. So if I say, skin element procedural off which will affect the active object and volume to mesh tray. It says it. Alright, so I'm gonna say Boolean. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be a difference. We're gonna say select that object. So if I now hide this object, oops. If I hide the bean, you can actually see, look, there's a cut there now. So I'm actually going to just render that. And then, if I come in here and select, if I can, select edges. Yeah, so you just select that. I should be able to make a face out of that. Yeah, I should be able to extrude that on the Z-axis. Boom. There you go. We've just created a sort of a pool effect, which is nice, but it could do with some smoothing, so let's take care of that now. Okay, we got everything selected. We're going to say smooth. She's smooth. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Got ourselves a nice little cutout. So that's a good little design pattern we've got there. Now, very simple, but You're on the V83 update, and it's not easy to remove apps, so I'm sorry to hear about that, buddy. Breathe. You entered the rec room and it was full of kids. Well, I mean, word on the street is rec room is generally full of kids. I did actually do a video on that. I spent about an hour in rec room, and sure enough, it was full of kids. But I'd only spent an hour in there. I know there are adult communities that are hard to sort of reach, and the same with every platform. So I'm not really too down on anything. Even Roblox has adult communities, for God's sakes. But I think you just have to find where the adults hang out. And they're going to be rooms that are nice and moderated by community people, the adults, I guess. So see if you can speak to people so you can find out where those might be. He'll probably have a better time, because I think if you're going into areas that are meant for kids or all ages, then I wouldn't be surprised it's full of kids. Need to find other places to go, I guess. I'm so tired, it's not even funny. Yeah, no, what I found was I was going to do 2 videos. I did one on Rec Room, which I did publish. And I was going to do one on Roblox, but to be honest, it was such a rough experience, I didn't bother publishing that. I don't know if I just had a bad experience of it, maybe, but, just, I don't know, I don't want to say too much. Players get angry at people sort of slating other platforms that they don't really use for any great amount of time, so I'm not going to become one of those types of people. Oh, let's go down the level. Should we ask the arena so I can hang out down there? Come on, let's go. Oops, I'm gonna... Yeah. Let's move myself over to here. See what happened. Oh, I just, if more people have showed up, so I'm actually going to stay upstairs for a bit longer, so let's go to the top floor, and then climb the ladder. Okay. Oh boy, I'm on. Sorry guys, I'm having some trouble here. Here we go. That's it. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. It's still a bit red, isn't it? Oh, that's weird. Let's move it. Now it's gone really dark. Let's see if I can up the exposure here. There we go. Perfect. That's what it's net. Downloaded 4x VR video player and didn't like it because you have to have a PC. Yeah, no, there's still some problems, unfortunately, with a lot of the market is not adopting standalone headsets, which is silly. But there are theories that streaming apps will get past the need to have a physical PC with you. I think the problem is, like, a lot of the older VR enthusiasts came from the PC, and of course the mass market now is on the standalone experience, so all the sort of the more successful apps they made moves already to move across to the mass market, if that's what they wanted, of course. I noticed that VR chat now is available on the Apple devices recently as well. It's been in testing for a little while, but it's an interesting move for yeah. Always wanted to try like a Pico headset or a HTC one just to see how things play on those, even like a big screen one, but I'm not gonna let them buy one. I gotta be honest, I've been with Oculus since the start, and I've always sort of liked that ecosystem. You know, it was there. I forget what year it was now. Was he like 2012 maybe? But yeah, the DK1 came out. I never looked it up actually. No, feeling it was 2012. So look, when did the Oculus DK1 get shipped? Summer luck. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the DK1 shipped on 2013. God, I've been in VR a long time. That's mental. Yeah. So I remember the DK one. What a crazy headset. Always had horizontal drift as I recall, so it would forget which way was forward. So if you were on a spinny chair, what would happen is you'd put the headset on, play your games, and if you sat in a spinny chair, and you'd kind of take the headset off and wonder how you're facing completely the opposite direction. It's very strangely fixed that with the DK2 by having a sort of a sensor. You could mind the PC. I think I've still got that sensor on top of my PC, and I might just sort of post it on Instagram later and see if anyone can guess what it is. It's a funny thing. Anyhow, she did. Oh, why is it? I had a shower yesterday and I feel like I really need one now. All I've done is sleep and work. That's it. Okay, what time is it? It's 5:15. Okay, Henning, we got about 15 minutes after the stream. I'm sorry, this is a really slow one again. My energy levels need sorting. I'll find an answer somehow. Okay, so, a free and smooth. Oh, I've missed one. Sorry about that. I should have selected. Oh, I hadn't quite selected everything. You nightmare. I wonder if I go down Lidl's, if all the Halloween themed food is now all discounted. Cause I always like the Halloween. They have Halloween bao buns and the Halloween pizzas. They're pumpkin flavored pizzas. I gotta be honest, I absolutely love that. Shade smooth, there we go. So you now got that. Down this nice platform. So I'm still wondering how I'm gonna. Oh, well, that doesn't look good there. That needs to be flat shaded. This has probably got the same problem here. I'm guessing those. Probably these. That the more you just play with Blender, the more you just get used to it. So shade flat. Okay. On the White Lotus. So I won't be in the Lotus myself online. There may be someone in there earlier, but we have limited opening hours on Mondays. I may be in there early, we'll see. But, yes, 7 is definitely, I won't be in there at 7, it's too early. You know, bear in mind I put a lot of time into that place to be around for people to turn up when they please, and Monday I need to just cut it down. So we can have a sort of a day off, even though we're open every day. Mondays can be pretty quiet days, and Tuesday as well. Like, you talk to anyone who actually comes in and stays in there for 2 hours, it can be quite quiet. That's what we come over to be our chat, because it's just very quiet and buggy on the platform right now. And I notice other places really aren't having consistent traction at the moment. Like, last night seemed quite busy, actually, across the board, but the crashing and the audio issues yet again, just all the time, it's not fun. Still, it is what it is. Okay. So I think with this surface here, what I'd love to do is to do a sort of a knife on this as well. So let's try working our knife from, let's see, this edge across to this edge. And we're just going to try some freeform tricks, yes. We're just edit that. And then we're going to go here to here. Oh, yeah. Put something just to here and here and here and see how that plays. So I should be clamping it to the edges, right? And then what about what allowing me to do, guys? Oh, so I mean to do that. Is this switch back to this? I should be able to say, yeah, extrude downwards, like that. Then this can extrude downwards a bit, oh, that has not done what I thought it was going to do. Interesting. It's sexily fixed, I guess, but not quite what I was hoping. So if I say G and upwards that direction, oh no, not G, sorry, extrude and that way. Then was it extrude manifold I wanted? Yeah, I'm gonna try that. So if I say extrude, New manifold, let's see. Does that? Yeah, okay, so extrude manifold stops being played with silly lines and shit. That's good, I guess. Good tip to know. If you're having problems with the extrude, that's something behind, so the additional edges that you have to clean out, don't worry, you're just not using the right extrude. Yeah, the new Horizon Central has been quite unstable over the weekend. I can't actually access Horizon Central Old right now. I'm going to do a little video on that in a bit, just to sort of give it a sayonara, because it's clearly fading out. Same with venues as well. I did take some footage about a month ago, which I'll be just adding a little bit of narration over the top. And so with that out the way, the only real vintage square I've got now is Horizon Central. The new one. But unfortunately, what happens is we go into Horizon Central, we stand around chatting for 5 minutes, and then the whole thing crashes and throws us all into different instances. It's just not great, so we end up having to sort of either go to someone's well, but then the crashing sort of creeps in afterwards, and so do the audio problems, where you kind of keep wiggling your head to stay alive. Yeah. Me, my aptith your rearsat, to be honest, and just don't have those problems right now. So I know that the Horizons team are likely working their socks off to get everything fixed. I really do, but it's still frustrating for us as users. I can't deny, but we'll be okay. We'll be okay. We got like the Massiverse is vast. It's not just one platform, right? So, as you said, you already tried out Rec Room, right? And on the Horizons VR Chat Rec Room, there's some PC only ones like Sansa, Chill Out VR, and Resumite. I heard though the other day that Rift XR might be closing down. I needed to check up on that because I really like Rift XR, and I know people have invested in a lot of potential into that platform. It's very clever. Had art galleries where you could speak to the artists, and they were AR. The AR bots. The sound effects even corroborate that in the user. I don't want to say anything if it's not true, because hearsay is wild. I remember somebody told me like a year ago that like VR chat was closing down, and I said, where did you get your information? He said he read it in the news, and I said, which news? And he wouldn't tell me. So I was like, God damn it, just stop making up stories, please. Yeah, if you share it, don't repeat it without a disclaimer, for God's sake. It's just not cool. So, are you a check? Probably the only site, one of the only sites you should check for any VR news and that's Upload VR, because honestly, I read a VR focus story on PC Gamer a couple weeks ago, and oh my God, wow, they have no idea what's going on. Like, PC Gamer should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. They did an article about sort of Horizon Worlds. It was like it was written by someone who hadn't even tried it in 3 years, and it's I would add that's journalistic suicide, really. I will not be reading any more news from about VR from PC Gamer. They've lost it. Hi. Right, Twitter July 24. Kiss. Yeah, if you're like writing road to VR, upload VR, if you ever have the VR news, go to a VR website. I found that mainstream media just does not do a proper job on VR. They're not even in the game. They're just sat somewhere on a bloody moon looking down with a sense that. Oh no, Reflexar is not closing down. Still in early access. They are planning monthly updates. Concerns about the game's potential. Needs a dedicated community to thrive. Yeah, that's the thing I'm finding about a lot of these sort of VR platforms. I'm not talking about the ones that are just full of kids and nothing else, but there's, to survive, they need communities full of adults, I think. They really do. Yes, I've got video footage of venues. I did that in the same take. I'll do a little video later. It'll just be a short nonsense one just to say, like, hey. To be honest, I really liked, like, the old Horizon Central. I like the way it sort of morphed and evolved over time. But I get it. Onward and upward to the new one. I'm sure many updates will follow on that too. And if everyone's seen it, is ever not the Bloom House update on the immersive home, so you bring the spooky forest? That's a pretty cool one. I like that. Wait, it's quite a while. Oh, hello. Look, Clyde up here, just coming in like Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. Oh, Anaphelia's here. Hello. And having a bit of a sleepy dream at the moment. Are you going out, are you? Oh shit, no, I see what you did. You shooting the thingy. Oh my god. You look like a Ghost Recon guy. That's really funny. Just turn around like though they're in the background. You can absolutely change it up. Oh my goodness. I'm half asleep, guys. I gotta get down the supermarket today. So you do that probably soon. Maybe 5:30. Oh shit, it's 5:25. Maybe have a nap as well, to be honest. I'm actually banjaxed. I haven't heard that word in such a long time, banjaxed.
I've never heard that word
to be honest,
I've never heard that word at all.
Speaking to David in the chat here, they should have a Horizon for kids and one for adults. I'm not being funny, actually. Where I stand is that I'm with Australia on this one. I think that kids are being exposed to too much too soon, and I think that they shouldn't have I class it as social media. That kids should not be on VR. That's my view. Like gaming applications, yes, but on VR, maybe Gorilla Tag, sure, but talking to people online, no. I honestly, like, kids are kids, and from what I see, a lot of kids don't have adults. Well, I'm sure they all have adults in the background, but some of their kids behaving like the way they do, they can't have adults in the background, like, talking like some of the things that they're saying, right? And I just think it would be better to make it sort of just like no social interaction below the age of sort of 16. I mean, I truly am quite hardline about that. I think kids are exposed to too many dangers online because, yes, they're exposed to dangers on the street right now, of course, but they don't come as sort of thick and fast as they do online. And there's a lot of dangers out there.
So do you think, like, basically VR should have like a nicotine warning, like for people who smoke, like that kind of thing, where you can only kind of go onto VR once you get to a certain age and you have to show your ID?
Oh yeah.
I think so, and I think retinal scanners in the headsets as well will help to safeguard that, just to prove that you are the person who has actually proved your ID when you put that headset on. Because a lot of kids nick their parents' headsets, you see, and they just jump on and yeah, that's not cool. But yeah, I think kids should play with kids, and they should be playing games and not talking to each other because, well, you've heard what they say. I think they tend to teach you to there are a lot of bad habits and words. So yeah, lock it down for the under 16s.
Go out, make dens, and like play, stick in the mud and Wally and all that fun stuff. But then you play on the Mega Drive. I mean, it's play Mega Drive and stuff like that. But the thing is, you got Xbox and all that nowadays. That's the issue. Everything's just stuck to online.
Yeah,
we grew up in an analog era, which is a lot harder. Which again,
yeah,
had its pitfalls, but
well, see, I'm all for kids playing games and using the technology when they're a bit younger, as long as obviously they're, the problem is we know there's a lot of 8-year-olds on here and they should be over 10 at least to be wearing a VR headset, 'cause it's very bad for them to be on it under the age of 10, physiologically. Yeah. But in terms of social experience, no, kids should play with blocks together inside VR environments, right, but I don't think they should be able to talk to each other unfiltered. I think that's a mistake. Because I think they're learning a lot too fast. They don't know what they're saying half the time.
You know the system I really enjoyed? Nintendo. So Nintendo were very, very much like, there is an online community, but the kids can't talk to each other. They can have emotes to each other, but that's about it. So they kind of removed all the voice chat until a recent one. Because in the Switch 2, they've unfortunately brought in voice, all that. But you have to be friends with somebody to talk to them. But like Nintendo did it very, very well. And look how successful Nintendo Switch has been.
That makes sense. Babe does peace, hence. Yeah.
You're just hiding in the pillows.
She
Yeah.
is hiding in the pillows.
I look like
Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the stream now because I'm just out of bloody energy, to be honest. But I just wanted to do a stream, so it's something today. And then thank you very much. Tune in tomorrow, I'm sure. Or maybe I'll have even less energy. See you soon.
Subscribe to Tiger on everything. Come to here.